E40 Season 3. The Allies have had a pretty rough couple of turns. Or rounds, no, just turns. A lot of losses, a lot of territory. UK Pacific lost Borneo and Burma last round. The Anzac are being pretty heavily crushed. At least it's a very crushing weight that the Japanese have put on us in Australia. And the Italians deeply threaten Central Africa, or Central and North Africa. The Mediterranean fleet is sunk. And it's just, Britain's not having a great day, but we're going to try and turn that around. So for my purchases this round, I will be purchasing a transport, a minor industrial complex, an aircraft carrier, and a mechanized infantry for $39. Anzac will be purchasing a fighter and 2 infantry for $16. And the British will be the UK Pacific will be purchasing 5 infantry for $15 and saving 1 in the bank. For my combat moves, it's not a super big round this time, but we got some stuff to do. So, here in Africa, I will be taking this transport from C-Zone 80 to 81. This tank's not supposed to be there. I have some moves showed out that aren't actually there yet. Okay, ignore that. This transport from C-Zone 80 has gone to C-Zone 81. Will load these Anzac infantry and unload into Anglo-Egypt, Sudan. There will be a coastal bombard. The fighter and the tactical from Transjordan will go into Anglo-Egypt, Sudan. And the strategic bomber from Gibraltar will also go into Anglo-Egypt, Sudan. In the Pacific, we will be attacking Burma with 5 infantry from India and a tank from India, as well as moving 1 British infantry into the Shan State for the walk-on. Out of Malaya. Anzac down here will not be taking any combat moves due to the fact that all of them would most definitely fail. So, actually, no, wait. Anzac will take this transport with 1 infantry and go 1, 2, 3. Right on to Java. And that will be all of my combat moves. I will see you at the board. A quick other combat. Britain will move the tank here into Libya. Here we are with the battle for C-Zone. This is not a C-Zone. This is the battle for Anglo-Egypt-Sudan. So, I will start with this cruiser's bombardment. That is a hit. So, one of the infantry will be taken off as a casualty. Now, I am attacking with 2 at a 1. One at a 3, and 2 to 4. He will be defending with 2 at a 2. So the attack roll, we have 1 hit on the 1s and 1 hit on the 4s, which is enough to take Italy out of Anglo-Egypt. Now, his 2 at a 2. 1 hit. I will lose 1 infantry, and Italy will lose the battle. Here we have the battle for Burma, with I will be attacking with 5 at a 1 and 1 at a 3, and he will be defending with 1 at a 2. So, my attack roll, holy cow, well, I think 3 hits is enough to deal with an infantry, so we have eliminated the infantry, and he will retaliate and miss. So Burma is taken with no British casualties and a swap of territory. UK Pacific will go up 2 IP, actually just 1. I had them on there slightly wrong. No, 2. And be at 12. And after the combats, UK Europe will be up 2 from taking Tobruk and taking back Anglo-Egypt-Sudan. Sorry, not Tobruk, Libya. Here is the non-combat move phase. These ships, suspiciously in Iceland, will be moving down to C-Zone 106. Not America's, we don't control that. This mechanized infantry will be moving back to London, as well as this fighter into London. Down here in Brazil, this tank and this infantry will move into here, capturing it for the British, and also gifting me an additional 3 infantry, and moving me up to 32 IPCs. Over here, where we did the blitz with the tank into Libya, he will be non-combating back to Tobruk. All of the airplanes from Malta will go to Egypt, and all the airplanes that participated in Anglo-Egypt-Sudan will move to Egypt. This destroyer, apologize for that, will move from C-Zone 80, will move into C-Zone 81. 1 infantry from India will move into West India, and the artillery from Iraq will move into Persia, gifting me with 2 British infantry. I guess this thing in Java was a non-combat move. It's a bit late for that. But, yes, the thing into Java still counts, which moves the Anzac up 4. Okay. The Anzac's national production is now at 14. I'm drawing a blank. Okay. These 2 ships will move to Sea Zone 61. All of the fighters will move into Sydney, as well as every single land unit except for this one guy who I can't get there in the Northern Territory. He'll go into Queensland. And that is all for my non-combat. One non-combat move I forgot to add in. The 2 infantry in Rhodesia will split up. One will go to the Belgian Congo, and one will go to the Tanganyika territory to close in on Kenya, as well as the tank will move into Rhodesia. For my placement, I will be putting a mech into the Union of South Africa, a minor industrial complex into Iraq, and I will be placing a transport and an aircraft carrier into Sea Zone 106. Down here in India, I'll be placing 5 infantry to fortify the Commonwealth. And down here in Australia, with this ungodly hot mess of units that we're going to consolidate, we will be placing the 2 infantry down here in Australia. We will be placing the 2 infantry in New South Wales, as well as the fighter in New South Wales. Get back over here. That will do it for the placement. I will now go over the recap. I'm going to do income, because I almost forgot. UK Europe has no bonuses and will collect 34 this round. Anzac has the bonus for Malaya and will saved no money, but they are at 14 income, so they will have 19 for next round. UK Pacific is at 12 national production, and they saved 1 IPC, so they will have 13 for next round. With that, I conclude turn 2 for the Commonwealth in a really interesting game. I've played, barely any games of this, and most of them are either myself or people who aren't very experienced, but this is quite interesting. I like this. This is a fun game. And now I am passing it over to Ben for Italy.